Ashlynn Wish was incredible tonight. Are you seeing the game come more naturally to her?
More what?
Naturally.
Um, uh, you know, I've always said, kids have tremendous strengths, and the strengths that they have are also the things that hold them back sometimes. She wants to do so well, and she wants to be a pleaser, and so she spends way too much time thinking about, you know, doing things right and what do I have to do and how do I have to do it, instead of just go out and play and do your thing, do what you're good at. Um, so I thought today she just, she played to her personality, she played to her strengths, she played to her game. That's her game. What you saw tonight, that's why we recruited her. I saw her do that all summer long. I saw her do that in high school. This is who she is. And I'm hoping that this gives her the kind of confidence that she expects this from herself every night.
The way Butler started that game shooting, were you still happy with the way he played defense?
Well, sometimes you can do everything right and the ball goes in, right? I mean, they made 4 threes from kids who don't make any. So their average, I think, was like, I don't know, how many did they make? How many did they make today? 12? I don't know, how many did they make? They made 10? Okay. They usually make like 9, something like that, maybe. And 4 of them were like guys that you don't expect to make them. So I thought the defense was pretty good. The thing about playing teams like Butler is every time you do make a mistake, you're gonna leave a kid open, and they're good enough shooters that this is what happens. So I knew that our defense would keep picking up. Once we figured out all the things that they were trying to do defensively, and we got a feel for it, and our pressure just kept increasing. And the other thing that has to happen when you play teams like this, you have to put offensive pressure on them. If the score's tied the whole game, those threes go in a lot easier than if you're down 10, 12, 13 and you have to make them. So sometimes that changes the game too. But I thought for, 90% of what we did today defensively was good.
Geno, was this a little bit about what you were talking about the other day about how the Big East is a little more, people aren't necessarily nervous to come in here and play UConn anymore?
No. Nobody's nobody's losing any sleep, worrying about coming, to Connecticut and playing us. I think there's an excitement on their part. Even the Louisville kids, were looking up at the scoreboard, during the pregame and the lights and all that, and we're saying, wow, this is really cool. So I don't think anybody comes in here and expects to just roll over and die for us. When you played teams enough times, you kind of get a feel for it. So any Big East win that we get is a good one. Is a real good one.
Geno, your defense picked up a little bit and your offensive pace when you put Aubrey in the game. I mean, is this kind of what you would expect from her all year long if she just makes up her mind to play this way?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this the other day. I didn't say anything on Friday to make Aubrey play the way she did on Saturday, and I didn't say anything yesterday to make her play the way she played today. Aubrey's not that much different than Ash. Let's play to my strengths. This is what I do, and we certainly need our seniors to play well. If our seniors play well every night, then we can beat anybody that we play on our schedule. If that holds true, then I like our chances against everybody. And Nika did her part. When going into games, they're going to leave me open and they're going to let me shoot. That either freezes you up or you just go, man, I can't wait. You're licking your chops going, I can't wait to shoot it. So the fact that we were 12 for 27? Is that what it was? What we were? That's about right. 12 for 27. I like to get more shots. I like for it to be 20 for, 60, 65, somewhere around there. But I like the shots that we took. I don't think we took any bad ones. So everybody did what they're good at, and I like that.
What do you like about Ashlynn other than just her scoring? She seems to push the pace a little bit too.
Yeah, she likes to play the way we like to play. She likes to play quickly. She likes to play aggressive. She had a couple assists today, which was really, really good. She's one of the better athletes on our team. She just hasn't had a chance to show it yet. But her intensity level at practice, her approach never varies. Never.
Geno, how are you going to approach Wednesday? Are you treating it as an exhibition game in which you want to try some new things? Are you treating it as a regular season game and have the same rotation? What do you want to get out of being up there?
Wednesday? Well, I want to try to improve our net after those 3 losses. So job one is we need to win the game, obviously, even though it doesn't really add, to your resume. But, you do these things because there's there's a value to it that goes beyond, what you want to get out of it. What you want to get out of it is, hey, this is our program, this is our brand, this is who we are. Aaliyah has helped us, for 4 years now, and have fun, celebrate the whole thing. So, yeah, will there be things that we do maybe that we want to experiment with? Yeah, there probably will be. But, we just want to keep trying to build on this. This is 3 games in a row now. I tell my players all the time, I say, I don't know, but I'm the kind of person that, like, that old saying, once is an accident, twice is a coincidence. 3 times you might be onto something, so let's see if we're onto something.
Ice looked a little bit more comfortable out there today. What did you like from what you saw from her?
Yeah. She surprised me defensively because I thought she did a really, really good job. We need her to be a physical presence for us down there. She wants to be, maybe it's a California, but she wants to be another 6'3" point guard or another 6'3" guard like Lou was, Katie Lou. She doesn't understand that's not going to make it for her here, and we're trying to get her to embrace being in the lane more. We know we know you can shoot. We know you can make shots. That's not an issue, but being a better defender, being a better rebounder, being a better communicator out there, all these things. There's things you got to do here at Connecticut to get to not only just to get a lot of playing time, but to be effective. And feel like I'm contributing something. A lot of these games she hasn't contributed anything, so that's got to be weighing on her a little bit. So today she should feel pretty good that she contributed. That's what you want. You just want kids to feel like, okay, they go home, yeah, we won, but if you go home and you won and you didn't do anything, you didn't contribute anything, the win doesn't make you feel better. Yeah, I mean, it helps, but kids want to play well and win. They want to win and play well. And contribute, obviously.
Is Nika okay?
Nika okay? She hasn't felt good the last couple of days. So there was one time I wanted to sub her in, and she gave me the nope. She's probably a little dehydrated. And, she had a little stomach bug. Even leading up to the Louisville game. So I'm hoping that it's kind of a fast thing. But I thought she was good today. How many assists she have? 4? 3? 3. Yeah. Yeah, 3 and 1. And made 3 threes. If you tell me she's going to make 3 out of every 7 every game, that's pretty damn good. Your scorer scored 88 points. It's twice in a row now. We're in the 80s. I don't know how many we scored against Carolina. I don't know how many we scored against Carolina, but if we can keep putting 80 up on the board, I think our defense, is going to win some games for us.
Can you talk about arranging these games for seniors? How hard is it? How much do other coaches? How cooperative are they? We all remember what happened with Stewie and trying to do Syracuse, and now with Pittsburgh and this game. Yeah. How hard is it, and how much effort do you put into giving these kids homecoming games?
Much harder than you would think. It should be easy. You would think, what coach would not want to do it? But again, you'd be surprised that for whatever reason, people just don't want to schedule you. And every time we played a game somewhere where one of our players is from, that program has benefited from playing us. I remember going back to, I remember when we played Pepperdine, and Dee's freshman year, I think it was. She played lousy, but the place was packed. We played Oklahoma, Sherry Cole's first couple of years there, because Stacy Hansmeyer and Paige Sauer were here, and that the biggest crowd they got up to that point. I think it benefits the program. Minnesota, the same thing, because you showcase your program to way more fans than you normally would, way more, and a lot of them are going to come back, win or lose. If they like what they see, they're going to come back, and so you just made a lot of fans. Plus, they jacked the ticket prices up about $30, so they make some money too.
Aaliyah was 0 for 3 in the first half, but she still seemed like she was playing well. She was rebounding, playing defense. She just finding different ways to impact games.
I hope so. There are some games where you're just not going to be able to get any shots, because the minute the ball comes in, you're double teamed, which means every time you're double teamed, somebody's wide open, and you just got to make a good pass out of there. And your buckets a lot of times are going to come from offensive rebounding. So the fact that she had a double-double, 12 and 12, that means she had a big impact on the game. And some nights you're going to get 20, 23, 24, 25, whatever, because people don't want us to shoot threes. And some nights people are going to give us 27 threes, and it's you're going to have to impact the game a different way. And defensively, everything. Sometimes with big guys, you don't pass me the ball. Sure we do. Every time we shoot it, that's a pass. You know how many shots don't go in? Go get it. Sometimes that's the only way that you can get your points. Transition or that.